Okay, well, today we're going to have a look at the. I've just went to search some of the concealed killer collection. Now, the concealed killer collection has got many of the iconic items in it. So let's just, we'll just click on this Killstreak Reviver. So this here is a concealed killer collection. This is a purple weapon, an isotope weapon, and it's a wrap reviver. It's not a bad one. It is field tested, so it's not new, but it's an isotope and it's a good effect. Yeah, it's not a bad looking weapon at all. So these in factory new are pretty uncommon, and if I was a medic main, I'd look at them. The other one is the King of the Hill minigun. The King of the Hill minigun has this camo setting. It is actually one of the blue or the lowest items. This one's an isotope. It's field tested, but I mean it's certainly in factory new that that's an attractive gun. Even as this is an attractive gun, it is sort of looks like a heavy sort of Rambo type weapon. The Forest Fire flamethrower. Now the Forest Fire is a relatively plain item. With isotope and it can look okay, but it is certainly not like the pink the pink item, and it is appropriately placed at the bottom off the table. If we keep on going along, there's a whole variety of these items available. The Forest Fires in unusual. This is a professional Killstreak Slugger. It is a factory new. It is a nice gun. This is called Bellatrix. It's been renamed. It's a factory new. It's cool. Now, obviously, this is not particularly what I would like. You'd prefer it in a hotter theme, but it is a purple or an assassin grade, and it is a nice looking weapon. Now, it is worth 300 and something dollars, 150 keys, probably not far from the mark. These things are quite common, and if you go through these, I mean, this one here is in hot. Again, it looks okay, but you know, it's without its unusual effect. And that one's in cool, and this one in the middle, which is more expensive, is a strain, so it will count your things, but it also is in hot. But again, it's an item which I wouldn't, you know, with the unusual effects can look okay. The Night Owl sniper rifle, it's got this nighttime camouflage. Its appropriateness for battle, i.e. its camouflage, is also its undoing, in that it looks a bit plain. With isotope it can look a bit better. So far the Psychedelic pistol is really appealing. The backwards broomstick is this one here. That is not a bad gun. In well worn and other things I don't particularly like it, but I do like it when it's new with the isotope effect. This is a Woodland Warrior rocket launcher. It is in Energy Orb. I love Energy Orb. Woodlands Warrior is not my favourite rocket launcher. It is, you know, in the same series I had the Sand Cannon, which was an elite, which looks substantially better, but is very rare. So, okay, there was a Killstreak. This is a Woodsy Woodmaker. Again, it is not particularly an attractive weapon, but with the right unusual effect can be. So the ones that I really like are the Psychedelic Slugger. I don't mind the backwards broomstick, provided it's in factory new. And I mean, the King of the Hills is not bad, but again, you want it factory new, you'd want all the fruits. Wow, that is a Sand Cannon. That's very uncommon. It is field tested, but it is cool. I mean, I'm thinking seriously about it because these are scarce items. And it looks good. I think it looks good. This is an isotope bomb in sticky swabber. The Carpet Bomber actually did look okay, especially in factory new, and Isotope is one of the better effects. These are the Forest Fires, the Festival's Night Owl. Again, the Carpet Bomber looked okay. So there's a couple of the Psychedelic Slugger and the higher tier rocket launcher and the backwards broomstick are really the things that I think this. I mean, look at this, an energy orb, and you still have energy orb as an effect. That is an energy orb minimal wear. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look at my inventory. That's hot. That's with fire horns. Oh my god. Now I don't. Hot's not my favourite effect, but this has fire horns, which is my favourite Killstreak effect. So there are some nice looking guns around from this Concealed Killer collection. Let's move on. I mean, we've looked at all these other ones and see if there's any factory news around. We'll go back and do the factory new thing later. Isotope. I do like Energy Orb. A couple of reasons. One is they don't tend to make it anymore. Two is that I like that hotter colour rather than the other one, the Isotope. Although I still do like the Isotope. That's a Woodsy Woodermaker, and that's 50. That's in hot, field tested. They're cheap things, and to tell you the truth, I don't have a great affinity one. This is a Night Terror scattergun. Conceptually, it might look okay, but it's not really catchy to the eye, and I've not been a great fan of it. Some people do like this weapon. I do not. I think there are far nicer scout guns around than this one, and these are just. This is the Masked Mender. If you look at here, this is the lower of the Mediguns. The higher Medigun looks clearly better. This is really plain and uninteresting. So if we look along on the Concealed collection, oh, there's another Psychedelic Slugger. This is not in the same category. It is a hot effect, and it's field tested, but I mean they do look good. They have a nice colour, a nice crisp colour. This is an unusual Vive field tested Medigun. Again, in cool silence I heal you. Don't waste my fucking Uber. Okay. Don't waste my Uber. Yep. I think I've been told that a few times. So, out of this collection, I mean, I think there are at least a couple of iconic weapons. The professional Killstreak, or the Psychedelic Slugger, and especially if it's in professional Killstreak like this one here, this is Isotope with fire horns, Alienware tee-up, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I like this one. So, the Psychedelic Slugger, and the high tier rocket launcher are definitely the nicest of the two effects. The medic gun is also one of the more memorable medic guns, but it's not commonly appreciated or desired. Probably the worst item is this item here, the Woodsy Woodermaker. And unless it has Isotope or Energy Orb on it, it is regrettable. So I guess what we're going to do now is just have a look through here and just see which items are probably worthwhile getting. So if I was looking at the whole Concealed Killer collection, and I'll just note down the items that I think are desirable as a collector. Now, the items that I think are desirable as a collector, I will come up with in a second. Now, I've just had a chat with Chicken, and Chicken's, you know, we have similar sort of views on this item. So let's have a look through this. The first thing is the item that I think is a really highly collectible is this factory new. It is in cool. It's a factory new Psychedelic. That is a highly collectible item, and in Energy Orb would be just freaking fantastic. Okay, so that is number one on my list for the things that I like. Oh, actually, it's sort of equal with this other item that we showed you, which is this fantastic rocket launcher. Now this is the, oh, where'd it go? Somebody bought it from under me probably. The Sandhawk rocket launcher. Where has it gone? Oh, I'm going nuts. Anyway, so there's a Sandhawk rocket launcher. So let's go back down here. There is a. Oh, it just seemed to read the carpet bombers. I like them. That's a factory new in cool. That is a factory new in cool. I don't mind those. The back page we can take or give. That's a psychedelic slugger. That's Isotope with fire horns. That's the Alienware. So there's two psychedelic sluggers, and if you're doing a psychedelic slugger collection, these are two that are nice. That's minimal wear. The other one's factory new. Nice things. I'm not going to really play with these rocket launchers. There was a boomstick in factory new. Depends on what the effect was, but boomsticks are good, but they're not sort of as god tier as the other ones. This is a factory new boomstick, and it's in cool. It doesn't have Killstreaks on, but it is nice, factory new. But again, that's a factory new boomstick. Again, it's in cool, factory. This is the same one probably. Is that the same one? Oh, that's well worn though. I'm not really going to go there. The factory new one is nice. The other one, I'm not sort of enamored with. The in the collection too. I mean, that's the other psychedelic slugger. That's hot, hypnobeam, field tested. It's not as it's lovely gun, but it's not as on the same level as what else is on offer. In this one here, yeah, there are some just some plain guns. I mean, these King of the Hills are okay, but again, there's quite a few of them round, and unless they're factory new or have something special effect that I like, I wouldn't be chasing them. This here is the Sand Cannon, and that is number 3 on my list. These are things on the community market that I think are really sort of worthy of what I regard as my collection. And they are nice items. So there's 2 psychedelic sluggers. Now the other one I am tempted by is a medic gun. Now if you look through here for the medic gun, oh shit man, where's the medic gun? Hello, medic gun! Heal me, bitch. How many times have you said that to a medic? Heal me, you stupid bitch. No. Doctor! Yeah, something like that. No, yeah, with pyros, I mean, I'm just starting to realise just how important. If you've got your medic behind you that can just flick that Uber button, oh my god, it makes such a difference. I think the item was the item on there that I saw briefly, or was I just going nuts again? There's that higher tier medic thing. Oh man, I really hate this. Anyway, let's just go back and let's just refresh. Let's do that, and then just go back to unusual, and it will refresh them all. I mean, we'll go through the prices as I say, and you'll see that some of these items, there's a lot of people trying to take people for rides in the community market. That's a good value item, really, from my point of view. In factory new, it would be actually worth a lot more. And, it would probably be worth 200 or even 300 keys, probably 300 keys maybe. It's a nice item. It's a nice item. That's the Killstreak well-wrapped medic gun. That's in Isotope. It's field tested, but it's not. I mean, there are some of these around, but they're not as common as you like. And certainly, I'm not really a medic main, and I'm tempted for that one as well. So that would, if I was to look at 4 items for a collection, and it's only, for me it's only $100. For me that's not a lot of money. For you guys it might be. For me $100 is, you know, hey there, you know, whatever. Okay, but yeah, it's really it looks different, and I think with the right loadout it would probably look pretty good. That's a Mask Mender medic gun. Now the Mask Mender is, as I say, the bottom tier. That's minimal wear. Even with minimal wear, it looks so much less desirable than the other one. Anyway, let's just go to price. And this is one where you, I mean, at the cheaper end, if you're a sniper main, you can get yourself an unusual relatively cheap. And, you know, they cool effects. But I'm sure you're probably going to find sooner or later an Isotope that, oh, look at that one there, it's hot and it's got a few effects. So if you're not really, and your sniper, it's pretty good. Similarly, if you are a pyro, the unusuals, I mean, they're not the most expensive items. There's a few of these unusuals round. Hot energy orb. That's a nice energy orb flamethrower. Now, I've got a few energy orbs. I'm not going to probably go and get another energy orb, but yeah, that's a nice effect for about $100. If you come up here and you're heavy, there are some heavy ones. Now look at this. This is a fairly cheap gun, $67, but it is Isotope. That's cool. What the fuck? That's hot. What the fuck? And go down the bottom one. That's cool. This is a better effect, and it's $67. My God, you know, Isotope is better. Anyway, I don't know. Some people might say cool's better. I've got a cool loadout. Well, good for you. But yeah, I reckon Isotope is better. And that's that strange one as well. So to tell you the truth, yeah. Anyway, let's go up the other extreme. Now, some guy has put in a Forest Fire flamethrower. Now, remember the Forest Fire flamethrower. This is Isotope, okay? It is field tested. It is not factory new. Okay, it's not professional Killstreak, and it is not worth that value. It is not worth 900 keys. Fuck off. No way. This one here is a Woodland. Again, it is a strange. Okay, it has a cool effect. It is battle scarred. It is not worth 500 keys. This one here is cool. It does have some professional kill streak on, but minimal wear. It's not. I mean, 500 keys. It's not factory new, dude. Backwards. Okay. Hot. Factory new. Okay, well, factory new, hot. Okay, it's not even professional kill streak. You know, no one's going to pay that for it unless they're crazy. So the top end of this, there are some ones on the conceal. Look, you've got all that shit up the top, and you've got this frickin' excellent rocket launcher here. Now, this is an unusual, but it's not professional kill streak, but it's a sand cannon. They're not common. They're elite grade. They're not a common thing. So that's probably my buy of the day, right there. People might disagree with me. People might not, but I like it. And in this one here, this is a factory new. I like it. I don't like the effect as much, but it is factory new, and it's got kill streaks on it. So that is another effect that I quite like. So really, if I'm shopping here, these are the two that I'm going to go for at the higher end of my collection. As you come down, this here is the Alienware with Isotope. Not factory new, but minimal wear. I like it. And at the end of the day, it is also professional kill streak. And it has fire horns, which is something that I find is very desirable. So the fire horns one makes it is probably the deal sealer for me. So there's 3 items that I want in my collection. Now, this is one of the medic guns. Silence, I heal you. It is a field tested item. It's got a cool effect. Okay. Now, so that's field tested. Now, I thought there was another one of these guys, and I'm just sort of trying to decide whether there's another one of those guys worth getting more. So there's the other one, considerably less expensive. Now remember, I am not a collector of miniguns, but this has the effect I want. This is field tested, like, and it's not got any kill streaks on it. It's $100. I don't use medic all the time. I don't give a shit if it counts how many I kill. I don't care, whatever, you know. It's got an isotope effect and it looks a little different. So they're the 4 choices that I have for you. So that's Fats going shopping on the Steam Community Market. Peace. Okay, it's Fat Stormtrooper from Daft Ticker Gaming. So these are the things that I've acquired for the Community Market. Okay. This is the Wrapped Reviver Medic Gun, and you can't really appreciate it until you see the isotope effect on the screen. Okay, the next one is the Bellatrix's, that's a spy factory new assassin revolver. The next one's a sand cannon in cool. The next one is the Alienware. I don't know what the Minnow Waker is, but I think we just found that. Yeah, might send that one to heaven. Yeah, delete it. Yeah, bye. I'll send that one to heaven. God, can you accept this? Okay, so let's have a look at the items and the loadouts. Let's firstly go to Mr. Spy. Now, Mr. Spy, I have this Flower Power Revolver. This is a Stark effect where I've got the Leopardi Phantom and Demon Flame, and a couple with it, the Sulphurous. I like the formal jacket, the pink. It's just, there's so much colour in this combination, and he's got the Flower Power Revolver. Now maybe if I just punk it up a bit by putting that on, I mean, there's even more colour variety there, you know. Or we try the other one, which is the cool one. I mean, it's got the blues, it's got the oranges, it's got the greens, it's got the pinks. It's a really colourful, sort of flamboyant spy. And we've given him a shitty watch, so we could probably even go, you know, give him something like a cloak and dagger, or something a little bit more. I don't know if he have a genuine, you know, who knows? Who cares? But at the end of the day, and he's got this knife here, which is probably, that's a good knife because it's a hot effect. So I mean, he's a good little spy. You know, he's got all the things that you want to have, you know, the gun. I think the gun adds to it. It's not bad. So for a spy loadout, that can give you so much more adaptability. You've got the quack canvas. That's a duck themed. Character. This one here, it's got the leopard print revolver, and the knife as well. This one here, I mean, you've got the energy orb, psychedelic slugger. Now, if you actually look in here, I've now got psychedelic slugger in energy orb, in cool, and in isotope. So I've got a variety of little connections. This is a Dead Reckoner. This is Dead Reckoner revolver. The skulls and things with the cool, you know, cool death sort of thing. And you know, as I say, that's a Flower Power revolver in hot. So I've got as many spy guns as I really need. So let's have a look now at the other class that we got. This is the soldier. Now the soldier is not my main. I do like soldiers because they're good to have a fun with. This is one here where I've got this time warp effect. I do like time warp. The Cape Crusader, it gives him that sort of, you know, sort of dodgy thing. This here is a battle banner. Basically, it's augments other players' abilities. And this here, you know, this is a new thing that I downloaded, that spark plug. Where the hell does the spark plug go? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Can you see it, guys? Oh, it's in his mouth. That's so shit. Yeah, I'll maybe put that on. That looks shit too. So I'm having a shit crisis here. I mean, I could put all these other things on this guy, but a maggot muncher. Yeah, well, you know, he's got a maggot muncher on his shoulder. American Eagle. There you go. So that could be him. Let's go into this one here. This guy's got a rocket jumper, and I really don't want that. I've this is what this loadout is. What I got the Sandfire, the Cold Moon. So he's got that. He's got a Dragon Slayer shotgun. He's got the Market Gardener there, and I mean, he's got everything he needs to keep a man interested. The Shellmet is in Harvest Moon, which I like. The pocket sacks that I've got, and the banana aids are, you know, as I say, that's just his loadout. Okay, the other loadout. I mean, this is the Festivized Shell Shock. This is a factory new Isotope. It is my favourite rocket launcher. It is sexy. I like it. That's the other soldier loadout with the energy orb shotgun. And that's a collector's direct hit. I like it because, you know, I like the direct hit. So that's a collector's direct hit. This is my one with the burning flames. Reserve shooter is good for people, especially in the air, although it's been nerfed a fair bit now. Just what else he might do? I mean, just trying to think what other items he might be appropriate to attire with. Saxton. I do like this croaking hazard, little frog. Kind of partial towards frogs. I've kept frogs for many years myself. Rain frogs, Litoria cerulea, the northern tree frog, the magnificent tree frog, which is a great big green frog in Australia with little yellow dots on it, which is pretty cool. So there you go. That's him. So that rocket launcher will fit in nicely with one of my loadouts, the sand cannon, and I like that. I like the effect. Cool's not my favourite effect, but you know, it could fit with this loadout because it's a cool moon. The last thing is the medic. Now, my medic is by no means my main loadout. This is the duck medic. I do like the duck medic, and I don't want to change him. This here is the my stormtrooper. My Stormtrooper medic, who has that in green energy, has that in green black hole, and the pocket Saxton. I quite like the pocket Saxton. Now, just picture if we change this medigun for this. Oh my fucking god! Look at the swirl here, the swirl here. The syringe gun. I mean, I've left the syringe gun on there, but anyway, there you go. So this is, it looks like a stormtrooper with that on. That's why I've left the syringe gun. I think the crossbow is probably more functional. The Polar Surprise Ubersaw is Isotope as well. So he's got 2 Isotope effects. So let's have a look at this one here. With the medigun. It's a very plain medigun. I mean, I don't like to use things more than one thing, but this is really, I mean, in terms of mediguns, I've got that Reclaim Reanimator medigun, which is nice, but this is my only unusual medigun. And with the green on green, it looks so good. So I've now used it in 2 loadouts. Now this one's my this is my carbide cutthroat loadout. There's a Dragon Slayer medigun. I have a soft spot for that, and I'm not going to change it. So I've ended up using that unusual that I acquired on 2 off the loadouts, and I think it has added considerably to both of those loadouts piece.